Good day, my name is Nwabisa from Talent Acquisition, and if you're watching this video, it means that you've been shortlisted for an interview and you'd like to prepare. Well, you've come to the right place. The first thing you need to do is research. Don't just accept an interview invite. You need to do as much research as possible about this position. Find out about the department, find out who the position reports to, and then if you can, possibly reach out to the person that's currently in the department just for them to take you through exactly what it is that they are doing and what their day-to-day responsibilities are, so that by the time you get to the interview, you really have a clear understanding of the role and what the department does. Also do some research on LinkedIn. Just really collect as much information as possible about this position. Secondly, chances are this will be a virtual interview, so prepare your space. Make sure your connection is good, you have good lighting, and test the link that you've been sent. If it's a Skype link or a Teams link or a Zoom link, just test it and make sure that it works and that your sound works and that you're able to turn on your camera. Also, eliminate any possible disturbances. If you've got any pets or any kids, just make sure there's someone to look after them during the time that you will be interviewed. And then, coming to your work experience. Chances are you'll be asked to give a background of your work experience. Even though you've got limited experience, do not sell yourself short. Remember, your CV was shared with the hiring manager even before your call for an interview. So they already know the experience that you have. Now it is your opportunity to really give them as much detail as possible. So really go into details in terms of your duties, any projects you've worked on, each and everything that you do and everything that you are responsible for. Make sure that you list it. Reason for this is we want to get an understanding of everything that you've been exposed to and everything that you're able to do. So no duty is too small or too big. Mention everything. Okay. Also then mention your qualifications and any relevant certifications. Also mention your hobbies, but only if your hobbies really showcase your intellectual capacity or your community involvement. Okay, so things like reading or attending conferences, running marathons, because those showcase your discipline. Sound excited when you're talking about your job. Display passion, enthusiasm. You must really sound like a subject matter expert. Whatever you say must be believable. Make sure that you're audible, so don't swallow your words. Speak clearly, speak confidently. I mean, this is what you do. You need to be confident. So make sure even just the way you're sitting up, you're not slouching like this. Energy, energy, energy. This is what will differentiate you from other candidates. So speak passionately with energy. Okay. Then you need to prepare for scenario questions. Okay, so think of various scenarios. Think of times you're faced with a challenge and how you overcame that challenge. Think of a time you really went the extra mile for your customer or your stakeholders. Think about how you manage your tasks and how you manage your time. If there's any tools that you use, think about those. Think about a time you worked as a team and what your direct contribution was to that team's success. Think about a time you came up with an innovative idea or just a different way of completing a task or a more effective way of doing something. Okay. Also prepare for technical questions. So whatever it is that you're doing, just brush up on it. Just go over why you do certain things. Because we do things daily, we tend to forget why we do those things a certain way. So just brush up on your current duties, because you will be asked about how you do those things and why you do certain things the way that you do them. Okay. And then lastly, make sure that you ask questions. You need to ask questions. The worst thing you can do is to say that you don't have any questions. Asking questions tells the panel that you are, one, interested in the position, and two, you've done your research, and three, just that you are thinking ahead. And the kind of questions that you can ask are things like ask about your team structure, who does the position report to and who do they report to. Ask about something that you saw when you were doing your research, if they're currently working on any major projects or they've just recently launched a new product. Ask about that. Ask about how they measure success for this position so that you can prepare for it. And then ask about any learning and development opportunities. Ask about any challenges that they foresee in this role. Okay, just make sure that you ask questions. And then just lastly, end off by thanking the panel for their time, and then reiterate your strengths in relation to this position. And that's it. All the best. If you liked this video, please like it and also subscribe so that you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you. Until next time.